This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois.
And I'm Beth Jones. Tonight begins a stretch of bone-chilling temperatures that will at least be uncomfortable and could be dangerous.
It's certainly top of mind right now, so without further ado, let's get a first check of our forecast and see how the rest of the night is expected to play out.
All right, Beth and Peter, the buzz is in the air. Extreme cold is on the way. Let's talk about it, but first, your first weather is brought to you by Scott's Recreation with offices in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono. So here we go. Advisories are up. This is a wind chill watch, a winter storm advisory in there as well. Overall, we have quite an amount of weather on the way for us beginning tomorrow evening, but more so for Friday and Saturday with extreme cold across our area and blowing and drifting snow. So here it comes. So the weather out there now, it's cold today, right? Temperatures in the teens, but look what happens on Friday. The core of the cold air sits over us for Friday and also for Saturday. That could hold high temperatures Saturday well below zero in lots of locations. Today, though, 19 here in Bangor, 18 Millinocket. It's going to be a heat wave to what's coming our way beginning tomorrow night. A strong surge of cold air with a gusty northwest wind. We could see feel-like temperatures tomorrow night and throughout the day Friday and Saturday approaching 50 degrees below zero because the wind out there now is pretty much non-existent. It's going to kick up tomorrow and especially tomorrow night into a day on Friday with wind gusts near 40 miles per hour. So it's about to get really cold around here. More on that when I come back.
It's definitely a little scary to hear numbers like 50 below, but we'll stick with it and get more on our 5-day coming up. Meanwhile, knowing how to be safe in the deep freeze temperatures also includes knowing how best to keep your house or trailer safe. We spoke to the professionals at Nichols Plumbing and Drain Cleaning today that advise all of us to pay attention to temperatures both inside and outside to make sure you don't end up with frozen pipes. If your pipes do freeze, here is a great tip to stay safe while addressing the problem.
I would say the first thing you don't want to do is use an open flame. Using your open flame, you have a high risk of having a fire. We see that every year. One of the biggest things you like to use is either a hair dryer or a heat gun. I would say definitely take your hand and see how far away you are from your heat gun or your hair dryer, just because they also get very hot and you don't want to create a fire that way.
Well, he also says turning your thermostat up a few degrees will help to make sure pipes don't freeze, especially if you live in a trailer or house with very little insulation. Also, putting a blanket around your pipes and opening the cupboard doors will help to keep those pipes thawed and your water running.
And with those temperatures expected to steadily plunge throughout the week, multiple organizations around the state are operating as warming centers and are opening their doors to help. One of those places is the Bangor Area Recovery Network on 142 Center Street in Brewer, which will be welcoming anyone in need starting at 6 p.m. this Friday. They'll be offering warmth, snacks and drinks, and even pancakes the following morning. Executive Director Robert Fickett spoke about the importance of offering a helping hand.
The temperatures are going to be so low Friday night that people who don't have shelter could die. So first and foremost, it's about saving lives. I want to be that person for somebody that just extends a kind hand and offers a warm place.
And you can see some of the available warming centers on your screen right now. There are facilities in several communities across our region, as well as others that are not listed here. For a complete list, you can head to our website, foxbangor.com.
In other news tonight, a blown tire sent a kerosene delivery truck off the road just after noontime today. The truck was traveling northbound on I-95 in Etna when the tire blew, sending the truck off the road to the right and rolling onto its side. There were no injuries, but some of the K2 kerosene leaked out of the truck that was fully loaded with 2,700 gallons of the home heating oil. Maine State Police, Etna Fire and Rescue responded along with DOT and the Department of Environmental Protection.
The controversy over the decision to move the Ellsworth police station has begun to play out in court, with the first hearing on the issue being held today. Our Matthew Jurancic shares more.
City Councilor Steve O'Halloran and 3 businesses filed a motion to issue a temporary restraining order to halt renovations after they say the city of Ellsworth did not give the public enough notice about moving its police station. Justice Bruce Maloney rejected the motion Wednesday in court, saying there was not enough evidence at this time.
I will not be able to grant the TRO.
Lawyers from both sides had their opinions on the outcome.
Temporary restraining orders have a very high burden of proof, so it wasn't unexpected, but it's also always very useful to work with the court and the other lawyers to sort of frame the issues that will be considered on the appeal, this ADB appeal that we've talked about.
That was what we expected because there was no basis to temporarily suspend the city's action.
The judge said his decision was also based on the fact that the plaintiff missed deadlines when filing the motion to stop construction for the new police station. Residents of the city were in attendance, and some say they believe this was the right call.
I think it went as I expected it would. I didn't think the temporary injunction would be granted, and I was glad that the motion to dismiss was not granted, and I thought that was fair.
This was the first of multiple hearings. Eaton Peabody attorney Michael Hodgins says he believes the judge will rule in favor of the city come May, when he says the case is expected to be resolved.
There's nothing today that suggested to us that the arguments are really any different on the merits. And at the end of the day, we think that the city followed the proper procedures, but we'll have to let the court decide that.
In Ellsworth, Matthew Juronsik reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Last year was the deadliest year on record for Maine pedestrians, with 21 people killed. More than $860,000 is now on its way for safety projects across the state to help reverse that concerning trend. The money is coming from the bipartisan infrastructure law that Senator Susan Collins and 9 of her colleagues helped negotiate. Bar Harbor is among those receiving money. The town is getting $200,000 to create a comprehensive transportation plan to reduce regional roadway fatalities, vehicle accidents, and congestion, as well as develop climate-resilient infrastructure. The plan is especially important to Acadia National Park, which welcomes more than 3 million people annually. The roadways leading to Acadia have a high rate of roadway fatalities. Hancock County as a whole had 49 fatal accidents from 2016 through 2020.
A local town is currently voting on whether to update its fire station. The town of Orland is voting on a $4 million proposal for the new fire station. If approved, the town would begin construction on the new station at Gray Meadow Road. According to the firefighters in the town, the current station is outdated and too small to properly work in. The new station would include an additional bay, higher ceilings, dedicated areas for decontamination, and improved ventilation and drainage. And we'll have more on that final vote later on tonight.
All right, and as for us, there is more local news on the way. Stay with us.
Napa knows how to stay warm. And with 29 locations in Maine, Coastal Auto Parts has just what you need to prepare for any outdoor activity. Lightweight, durable, and designed for comfort, Milwaukee's heat-on-demand jackets and hoodies are the perfect cold weather gear. No matter the job, no matter the weather, you'll be ready for anything. And while you're here, sign up for Napa Rewards. You'll save more each time you shop. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
I don't often sit down, but when I do, I prefer a Flex Steel recliner.
The world's most fascinating Furniture Man recliners have been used by dignitaries to sit and discuss world issues. But he'll tell you that the most important people that use them are people like you and I. We have much more important issues, like being comfortable for the big game. Before you buy a recliner, check Dorsey's quality and price. Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A Holden, open 7 days a week until 5 p.m.
Be comfortable, my friends.
It's high school basketball season, and ABC7 and Fox 22 are here to keep you up to date with your local scores and highlights during Friday Night Fast Break. Get out and support your hometown teams and look for our sports crew to get your own free Friday Night Fast Break t-shirt courtesy of
Body Graphics Tattoo and Piercing Studio, Coastal Auto Parts, Electrify Maine, Loring Job Corps, Overhead Door Company of Bangor, and Rack Attack Basketball.
Having a hard time finding that perfect gift? No worries. From now until February 14th, Quality Jewelers is offering one-stop shopping for all your Valentine's Day needs. Every purchase will come with a bonus gift, and our gift package makes shopping this Valentine's Day easy. You'll get chocolates, a stuffed animal, and a Valentine's Day card to fill out. If you're looking for the easiest way to really impress that special someone, look no further than Quality Jewelers. Quality Jewelers, locally owned and operated, Penobscot Plaza, Bangor.
Making the time to be together.
Supporting local business. Starting a college savings plan.
Expanding our brewery.
Buying our first home.
Giving back any way we can.
With big offerings and local bank support, we can help in more ways that really matter.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. A judge who has served for 2 decades at the Superior Court and District Court levels has been selected by Governor Janet Mills to serve on the Maine Supreme Judicial Court. Justice Wayne Douglas of Old Orchard Beach was first nominated to the Maine District Court by former Governor Angus King in 2002. On the Superior Court, Douglas has presided over the York County Treatment and Recovery Court. He also initiated a mental health docket in York County as well.
Well, February brings with it unpredictable weather that can contribute to a blood supply shortage. Storms can force blood drives to be canceled, and the American Red Cross is closely monitoring the weather, and they're urging anyone with type O blood to donate, especially if you have type O negative. They're also hoping a wide range of people will turn out to give blood at a diversity blood drive being held at the Donor Center in Bangor, that taking place on February 10th.
I'm looking for Black donors to come out and donate blood because 1 in 3 Black donors are a match for sickle cell, and that would be amazing because in the U.S. alone there's about over 100,000 people with sickle cell disease, and it's a chronic disease that is debilitating and unfortunately does not have a cure.
Anyone who donates blood in February gets a $10 Amazon gift card and is entered for a chance to win a trip for 2 to Florida. To find out where blood drives are being held in your area or to make an appointment, you can go to redcrossblood.org. A great opportunity to give back if you can, and also a great opportunity to win a great prize, too, down in Florida.
Sure.
Who doesn't want that right now when we have negative temperatures in our forecast?
I'm happy with the Amazon gift card.
Yeah, that sounds good,
honest.
too.
My wish list is getting a little long. All right, well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, we'll tell you all about a goose in the town of Plymouth that local residents have taken under their wing.
And in sports, Maine men's hockey swept number 17 Providence over the weekend. How play from their star goalie helped bring home those wins. We'll tell you more about that after the break.
With AAA Insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA Insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 866-460-1310 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
If you're eligible for Medicare and Medicaid, a Medicare Advantage plan from Anthem Maine Health can come with all the benefits you want and 0 compromises. Just go to anthemainehealth.com/answers or call 855-753-3928 for a one-on-one Medicare plan review. Ask about our $0 monthly premium plans that include dental, vision, and hearing coverage, along with transportation, a free gym membership, and $0 copay for prescriptions, all for 0 extra cost. Plus, you could be eligible for extra benefits to help you save even more. We have plans with up to $2,500 a year to help you pay for over-the-counter health items, groceries, and living expenses like cell phone, electric, or water bills, all on a single prepaid MasterCard you can use at thousands of locations nationwide. Call Anthem Maine Health at 855-753-3928 or visit anthemmainhealth.com/answers and get a Medicare Advantage plan with zero compromises for you and your wallet.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, depend on the knowledge and experience of Hammond Lumber Company. Hammond's Home Planning Center will turn your ideas into accurate conceptual drawings, and 3D visualization is available. Your Hammond sales rep will prepare a materials list and cost estimate. And when you buy all of your materials from them, Hammond will refund all of your design fees. Hammond can deliver your order from any of their 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner since 1953.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Herman Motor Company. Whether you're looking for a new vehicle or to have your current vehicle serviced or detailed, Herman Motor Company has it all.
Hey everybody, Ryan Sudol here. Glad you're joining us. Let's start with the big news. This morning, Tom Brady officially announced his retirement exactly 1 year after he first called it quits. The NFL great says his retirement this time is for good. He briefly retired after last season, only to return to Tampa Bay for one more season with the Bucs. The Bucs struggled much of this season, including losing 5 of 6 games for a stretch in September and October. Brady will go down as one of, if not the best quarterbacks and professional football players ever, with 7 Super Bowl championships, 6 of them right here in New England. Kicking off the Patriots dynasty with his first back in 2001 and last championship coming with Tampa in 2020.
Morning, guys. I'll get to the point right away. I'm retiring for good. I know the process was a pretty big deal last time, so when I woke up this morning, I figured I just press record and let you guys know first. So I won't be long-winded. You only get one super emotional retirement essay, and I used mine up last year. So really thank you guys so much, to every single one of you, for supporting me.
No NFL with Tom Brady. As someone who has never seen the NFL without Tom Brady is going to be so weird. Okay, now let's move to some hockey up in Orono. Maine Black Bears men's hockey swept Providence over the weekend. They're the number 17 team in the country. And a huge thanks goes to goalie Victor Osman, who put on a performance to remember. Take a look.
We need to be trying to play our best hockey at the end of the year. In order to do that, we have to get a little bit better every day. We did that last weekend.
On Friday and Saturday, Maine men's hockey completed their first sweep of a ranked team this year, taking down number 17 Providence in 2 games at the Alphon.
It was special to do that, especially at home this weekend. And it's hard to beat any team in this league, and it's a lot harder to beat them two nights in a row.
A big part of it was the performance of junior goalie Victor Osman. He allowed 2 goals over the 2 games, including a 52-save shutout on Saturday.
I'm just trying to stay in the moment and stop the puck.
It's kind of all coming together. It's his 3rd go-around as a junior now, and he's starting to get comfortable with the league and the shooters and everything. It's just a day-by-day process.
A process which has paid off huge. He's allowed around 2 goals a game this year compared to 3 last year. Head coach Ben Barr says it all comes down to a harder work ethic.
He's working harder in practice, which in turn is paying off in games.
You're not going to be perfect, but you can always control the work ethic. Work hard every day and then just hope for the best.
Even with his work ethic getting so much praise, Osman says his defenders were as big a part of the shutout as he was.
I can trust them, and I think that reflects our game in the defensive zone.
His teammates were right there with him, so he can play with confidence.
We all know that we all trust each other and that we're going to do our jobs.
And the Black Bears will need everyone to do their jobs this weekend. They play another ranked slate at home, starting with number 3 Boston University on Friday.
We can't stop being aggressive just because they're a skilled team. They can make plays, so we just got to shut them down early and don't give them the time and space.
That's all the time we have for sports. I'm Ryan Sudol. Here's Jeff Weller with your full 5-day forecast. Jeff.
All right, Ryan, thank you. Your full weather is brought to you by Diversified Ink Tattoo Studio in Penobscot Plaza in Bangor, providing custom licensed artists for over 20 years. And all right, so let's talk about this. Here's what to expect. Extreme cold is on the way, arriving for us late tomorrow night, more so Friday into Saturday, with wind gusts approaching 35 miles per hour. Will make it feel like, now tomorrow night through Friday and Saturday, temperatures approaching 50 degrees below zero. We don't do that very often, and the extreme cold will take pretty much all the moisture out of the snow, thus blowing and drifting snow across our area as well. Will reduce visibility. So have a plan if you're traveling. If you get stuck in this stuff, it's not going to be fun at all, and it could be downright dangerous too, with those feel-like temperatures approaching 50 degrees below zero late tomorrow night and throughout the day on Friday into Saturday. But then a quick recovery on Sunday. In fact, temperatures Sunday could get back up near 30 once again. All right, here's that cold. It's just to the north of us right now. In fact, there it is, and there's a lot of it, and we're going to unleash this stuff tomorrow night and move right over us tomorrow evening, and then stay with us throughout the day on Friday, also for Saturday. And again, the core of the coldest air is going to pretty much sit over the state for 36 hours or so, and that's going to be dangerous cold temperatures around here and a gusty northwest wind, and that's definitely going to slow you down for sure as we have that wind and really cold temperatures on the way. But then look at the rebound here, right? Back on Sunday, we're talking temperatures back near 30, and we could do 30s, a lot of 30s next week. So the wind right now is pretty much non-existent across the area. That's going to change tomorrow as the front approaches from the west. We're going to kick up a southwest breeze at first, but then a northwest breeze as the front goes through. You're going to know when this front goes through tomorrow. The wind's going to drastically shift out of the northwest, falling temperatures behind the front, more so early Friday morning, and then we are off to the races with that extreme cold moving in on a gusty northwest wind for at least 36 hours around here. So here's the problem too, the wind on a snowpack, and there's a lot of snow on the ground across the entire region. There's no storm coming our way anytime soon, but the extreme wind with the cold temperatures will blow and drift the snow on the ground, and that could give us near zero visibility tomorrow night, throughout the day Friday into Saturday. So it's going to add to the complexity of all this as it goes forward. So thus, the advisory. So here is our wind chill watch in anticipation of wind chills or feel-like temperatures, how it feels on your skin, approaching 50 degrees below zero tomorrow night through Friday into Saturday. And then up here, this is a winter storm watch, not for falling snow, but for blowing and drifting snow. The snowpack up this way is about 2 to 3 feet, light, fluffy snow. It's going to be an issue with those wind gusts approaching 35 to 40 miles per hour tomorrow night and throughout the day on Friday. So temperatures out there today are going to feel downright balmy. I know it feels cold. There's a chill in the air. 19 here in Bangor, 18 Millinocket, 28 Bar Harbor. But this is the warm stuff before the really cold stuff gets in here late tomorrow night. So here's a big system. So here it is again. There's no big storm in here, just lots of cold air kind of revolving this way. You see that? That's going to move this way. And then this stuff here, that's going to stay there. So we're pretty much high and dry into the weekend. No big storm systems coming our way anytime soon in early parts of next week. So in the meantime, though, partly cloudy skies out there tonight. And then tomorrow, the front's going to come through. Along that front, there could be a little bit of snow. We're not talking a lot, maybe a dusting of snow up to an inch as this front comes through tomorrow evening. Here about Thursday evening, 11:30 or so. That's that front right there. That's going to swing through. Behind that front, the wind's going to shift drastically, and temps are going to drop really quickly across our area with that light snow. And then we're in this stuff for Friday into Saturday before a quick recovery on Saturday evening into Sunday. Our forecast ends tonight, though. Mostly clear skies, low temperatures down near 2 with a calm wind after midnight. For tomorrow, all right, so increasing clouds tomorrow. High temperatures back up in the upper 20s, mid to upper 20s tomorrow, with a southwest wind increasing throughout the afternoon, up near 20 miles per hour. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows tomorrow partly cloudy. So here we are. So tomorrow night, the front's going to come through. Friday, a high of 10, but dropping all day long and really kind of hanging out 20 degrees below zero or so. A couple places could reach 30 degrees below zero Friday night into early parts of Saturday morning with feel-like temperatures near 50 degrees below zero, and then not recover much on Saturday, a high temperature near zero. Here's the recovery, though, on Sunday. High temperatures back up near 30. Beth and Peter?
Wow, definitely going to be a rough couple of days.
Yeah.
But great to know that there are resources out there. If you do find yourself in a situation where you don't have shelter, there are a number of warming centers
around. And if you need oil, reach out for emergency services. If you're running low, see what's available. Do all of that now while we have at least one day of semi-normal winter temperatures before that deep freeze sets in.
Yeah, and a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, though, seeing that rebounding temperatures.
Yeah, the weekend is looking shockingly calm.
Yeah, after Saturday.
After Saturday, Sunday is, for sure.
Yep.
All right, well, there is still more to come. Stay with us.
How do you become America's #1? Start by taking care of families for over 75 years. Earn the trust of 32 NFL teams. Be there for America's toughest. And help when help is needed. America's #1 isn't a status earned overnight. It's earned in every wash and re-earned every day. Tide, America's #1 detergent.
Wherever you are, whether you're ready or not, it's coming. With a purpose, with persistence, with the power to change the way you live. So you don't have to change the way you live. Generac automatic standby generators. Control your power, control your life. Visit Generac.com.
Winter was welcome about 2 months ago. Now, some think it's overstayed its welcome. It's not going anywhere soon. So, we will have to get away. To someplace sunny. To someplace warm. Someplace away from winter. Let's begin at Bangor International Airport, the official airport of making tomorrow's winter break memories. Today, flybangor.com.
Looking to buy your first RV? Harvey RV and Marine offers a free starter kit with every RV and camper they sell. All the necessities to get you started and a complete orientation on all the features of your new RV. With over 150 years of combined experience outfitting RVs with the most trusted brands, hundreds to choose from, all backed by our certified technicians. Our no-pressure sales team is ready to help. So come see why our business is built on repeat customers. Harvey RV and Marine, Outer Broadway, Bangor.
Harris Lumber is locally owned and has been serving the Pequot region for more than 50 years. See them for all your projects, big or small. Customer service is their #1 priority. And with a full line of lumber and hardware items, they can also deliver to your job site. Harris Lumber, Milo.
Tonight, the nation saw the body cam footage. Now the call for police reform. What will it take? Plus, the ice and brutal cold alert. More Americans turn to the most watched program on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
Finally tonight, for months now, residents in a small town have been on a wild goose chase. Our Devin Dagnall swooped in to talk turkey with those involved.
Since late last summer, a few residents in the town of Plymouth have taken the Canadian goose that they call Lucky Duck under their wing. A few eagle-eyed residents noticed Lucky Duck was having problems with his wing and tried to help him the best they could by fencing off an area and offering food and shelter.
I put a crate there and I put hay in the crate and I've been feeding him and I'm just letting him slowly get used to the changes. And he keeps coming up on shore and I made a nest area where I packed it all down and so he's getting used to things and he knows that nobody's going to hurt him here.
As the seasons changed and Lucky Duck stayed around, residents became worried that the injury was more serious than initially thought. With the rapid drop in temperature expected this weekend, local resident Steve Dupuis worries that if Lucky Duck is not taken out of the cold, he may not survive.
He's always been there. Every time we come down here, he's been right there and watch this. Oh, he's still here. He says, oh my gosh, he's not going to make it. Yeah. He's losing weight. You can see that. And if we don't get rid of him or get him somewhere, he's going to die.
According to Dupuis, there have been a few attempts to corral Lucky Duck so he can be taken to the avian haven, where they would offer more specialized care. But none have been successful.
I've tried catching him maybe twice, 3 times with a net. As soon as he sees you coming, he heads for the water. Once he gets in the water, it's almost impossible to get him.
Dupuis says he is planning one final attempt to get Duck to the haven this Friday at 9 a.m. Until then, the goose is loose. In Plymouth, Devin Dagnall for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
That may well go down in the history of the station as the best nat pop ever on the air.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Great use of that sound. That means
pop of natural sound, meaning the goose honk right at the end. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Way to kick that off and wrap it all up for us. But we love to see these kinds of efforts. I mean, people coming together to help out an animal, a local resident really in need. just hopefully they can be successful in that mission and get it the help it needs.
It really just speaks volumes about Mainers and about the close-knit sense of community in many communities across the state, that there's that level of concern, you know, just about one wild animal, that
right.
people want to make sure that, you know, all residents of Maine, be they animal or human,
yep.
are well cared for. And that's great to see.
Yeah, it really just embodies the spirit of Maine.
I would say it does. All righty, folks. Well, that's going to do it for us. From everyone here at ABC 7, take care and have a great night.
Good night, everyone.